Alrighty, lift complete, but I feel like a fucking idiot. Good morning, folks, and happy Tuesday. We are freaking running behind today. Not because we woke up late, not because we stayed up too late or anything like that. Because we got up in plenty of time. Just because we're being freaking ADHD Bob this morning. JB walked in, and I thought it was time to go to playing instead of time to getting ready. I finished up a carton of eggs, right? And then I was joking around. JB said, throw this away, and then threw it at me, and then I punted it across the room. So I've spent part of the morning cleaning that up. The other part of the morning staring off into oblivion. The other part of the morning freaking yapping with her. And now we're just now letting the freaking dog outside, so I guess let's let her take a big old poo-poo, go brush our teeth, and then run out the door so that we can go knock out this lift, get stronger today than we were yesterday, and then head across the state of Georgia to go get better today than we were yesterday, folks. And we are finally headed out of the door to go get stronger today than we were yesterday, to go pump some freaking iron, folks. So let's head there and hope that we have adequate enough time to make it through everything that we need to make it through before we gotta head across the state of Georgia to go get better today than we were yesterday. Well, check it, folks. I bullshitted around this morning, and I still made it on time to make it all the way through my lift. If I left right now, we would make it by 10:30. We got at least 45 minutes to knock out a lift. 40. Make it 40 so that I can change out. So let's get in here, knock out this lift, and then go get better today than we were yesterday. Alrighty, lift complete, but I feel like a fucking idiot because, oh my god, there goes my hat. Because I forgot an extra t-shirt, and I only had a rash guard, so I had to walk through the gym in my freaking rash guard. Then everyone knows that I'm a trained freaking assassin, that I can rip your legs to freaking shreds. I was getting weird looks, like, what is this guy doing? What is this trained killer doing in here? No, I'm just kidding, folks. Please don't wear your rash guards around. You look like a goofball. No one else needs to know that you are part of the jiu-jitsu cult. It is between you and God and your teammates and your coaches and everything like that. But you know what I mean. I always feel like a moron when I forget my t-shirt and I throw a rash guard in my bag instead, thinking, oh, it'll be a great idea. Just throw your rash guard on after the lift. Well, moron, you're going to have to walk back through the gym. I guess let's go get to this lift so that we don't hit any unexpected traffic. Some random freaking, oh, here's 20 extra minutes added to your ride for absolutely no freaking reason. Well, it was a 10-minute delay of unexpected traffic that the GPS did not tell me was there. And that 10 minutes was all I needed to make my butt late. So let's run in here and get better today than we were yesterday and hope we weren't too late. Well, good news, folks. We made it here just right on time to catch the back end on what we were doing for the drills today. We got to do all of the drilling, and then we got some really solid live goes in. But since yesterday was Memorial Day, and as y'all saw, we did not have kids class, we scheduled kids class for today so that they could still get their 2 days weekend, because we do have people about to compete. We're trying to add a third day so that the people who are wanting to compete have that third day to be able to get whatever they want to work on, worked on, or whatever I believe they need to work on, worked on. So, since we have to get our kids today, I guess let's head across the state of Georgia and go get these kids better today than they were yesterday, and then just kind of see where the rest of the day takes us. Because JB is off today, but she has yet to make it home to get her butt back in bed. So I may not drive back up here today. I may. I don't know. We're just going to play it by ear. Because we have nothing formally coming up. Of course, you want to train even when you don't have something coming up. But since we don't have anything formally coming up, we may stay home and just spend the night with her. But we may come back up here to go get better today than we were yesterday. I guess we'll just play it by ear. But I guess let's stop yapping and crank this car up and start heading across the state of Georgia. Go battle this Atlanta traffic. Well, we have made it home. And luckily, JB has also made it home. She made it home safely after her staying up for almost 24 hours. So I guess we're not going to go inside and do what I had planned to do. Play some video games. Guess we're just going to go inside and be as silent as we can. We may take us a little nap too. Because what else is there better to do? We could watch a little bit of YouTube, but honestly, if I sit down to watch YouTube, I'm going to end up falling asleep. So let's just be honest with y'all. We're probably going to go inside and take us a little nap before we got to head out of the door to go get these kids better today than they were yesterday, folks. Well, I was not mistaken. I turned YouTube on for 5 minutes, sat down, and we went to a snooze, and an hour later, we are back up, headed out the door to go get these kids better today than they were yesterday. But since we changed the class time, or class day, we didn't change any time, we changed class day, well, we don't get done until practice starts. So I don't know what we're gonna do today. I don't know if we're gonna head out there or if we're not, but I know what we are gonna go do. So we're gonna go get these kids better today than they were yesterday, and then we will decide what we are going to do. Well, we haven't made it to the park to get these kids better today than they were yesterday, but we made a little bit of a boo-boo today. We forgot to send in the group chat to remind everyone that practice was today. So we may or may not have people here today. I guess we'll play it by ear, but the plan is today, a lot of them are now getting takedowns and getting on top, but they're not going for subs. So we've got to fix that. We're going to have to work on making sure they're getting their subs. So what's the highest statistical submission that you can get in jiu-jitsu? A rear naked. So I guess we're looping it back around to week 1 and working on some rear nakeds. It happens. I mean, it's part of the sport. You're going to have to go over something probably 1,000 times before you remember it, or it be told to you in 1,000 different ways before it's like, now it's settled into our brain. So I guess let's get in here and get them better today than they were yesterday. Let's work on a little bit of rear nakeds and hope that a few of them show. Well, kids class went amazing. We got some like 7, 8-year-old who are freaking scrapping it out. They look like, their rolls look like ADCC freaking finals. Let me just tell you, they were scrapping it out. That's one of the things that I love about working with the littler kids, the smaller kids, the younger kids, is they suck up literally everything you tell them, and they have absolutely zero fear. So they will just like dive in there and try something crazy, and it is so exciting to watch. But luckily, what we did today was exactly what they needed to go over. Even though we have went over it before, they needed that refresher. They needed that reminder that, hey, this is where you need to go. This is what you need to do, so on and so forth. But we screwed up and we went way over, and we were going to go visit a local gym, and then we ran out of time for that, and we were going to go to just head across the state of Georgia and go just normal class, but we also ran out of time for that one. So I guess we're just going to take our butts home and call it a night, and we will wake up tomorrow and we'll get back at it tomorrow. So I guess let's head on home. Let's clean up. Let's eat some grub. And let's call it a freaking night. Let's hop on the games and catch a few dubs. Well, we have made it home. I guess let's take our butts inside and clean up and then get some grubs in our belly so that we can hop on the games and catch some dubs. I'm a little upset that we aren't making it to practice tonight, but I don't want to be that clown that walks in late not once but freaking twice today. So I guess we're just going to call it a night, folks. We can make sure tomorrow that we aren't going overboard with our rolls and losing track of time, because that is exactly what happened today. My passion sometimes takes over, and then I'm like, in the moment, just go, 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 and then I lose track of time, and then we were in practice for 2 hours instead of an hour. But hey, at least they will be freaking tournament ready, you know what I mean, folks? So it is what it is. I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of me getting better so that they get better. You know what I mean, folks? That's ultimately what I have to do sometimes. It is what it is. It's what happens when you run a program. You gotta sacrifice a few things. And our sacrifice today is, well, not being able to go and get better today than we were yesterday. But it is what it is. We got some great scraps this morning, and we added a pretty essential detail to our game. So it is what it is. It's not the end of the world, but I guess let's take our butts inside, clean up as quickly as we can, eat a little bit of grub, and then hop on the games, catch a few dubs. Well, now that we are nice and clean, I guess let's take our butts upstairs so that we can eat our greens, and then we can call it a night. Of course, we're going to catch some dubs before we call it a night, but so that we can go ahead and call it a night, so that we can wake up tomorrow and get better tomorrow than we were today. Our goal tomorrow on getting better is our time management. Goodness gracious, that one, if you have not seen today, that was a trend today. Us not making it anywhere on time because ADHD Bob has come out of hiding. And he was like, hey, let's punch some freaking egg cartons across the room. They were empty. But for some reason, my goofy brain thought it would be a good idea and a fun idea to punt it across the room, and then it bust open, and then we're up cleaning it up, and then we're yapping at JB, just talking up a freaking storm, and then wandering around the room like we've got nowhere to freaking be. Then we make it to the gym. We knock out our our lift nice and smoothly. Then we go to head to the gym, leaving the gym to go to the gym. And then we got hit by that 10-minute traffic, that 10-minute traffic jam, which made us late. And then, of course, our ADHD, our passion, honestly, kicked in during kids class. And instead of getting out of there at 6 o'clock, we ended up getting out of there at like 7 o'clock. And then, of course, we couldn't head back across the state of Georgia to go get better today than we were yesterday. So, our goal tomorrow is to just focus on time management. If we can just make it everywhere on time tomorrow, that'll be a win. I don't have to do good. You don't have to do good, BillyGoat. You just have to freaking show up on time everywhere you go and be on time everything you do. Check it, folks. Every day we're getting better than the day before in some aspect, whether it be grappling, striking, stronger, getting in better shape, faster, getting mentally better, becoming more conscious, becoming more aware. And tomorrow, just working on our time management. Maybe tomorrow we show up everywhere on time. I kind of blame going out of town. I kind of blame the 3-day weekend, because as soon as I get the moment to just slow down and not go, 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 I just get into my own little world. Just, I got nowhere to be, blah, 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 this and that. And then before I know it, I am late everywhere. Late as can be. So, tomorrow, the goal is to make it to practice, or to make it to the gym on time, to knock out a run, and then to get in there, to have enough time to knock out a good run, and then run inside, get better tomorrow than we were today, and then head back here. Of course, show up to our kids' class on time, and then be able to get out of our kids' class not 2 hours later, maybe an hour and a half later. Enough time to where we show up on time to practice. Pretty much, if we could just not get stuck in our own little world tomorrow, that'll be a freaking win, folks. That'll be a win. That is my goal tomorrow. I don't care how else I do in any aspect of tomorrow. As long as I am going, keeping our head down and making sure we're making it to everywhere on time, focusing on our time management, then I think it'll be a win. It'll be a win for me. But I guess let's take our butts upstairs. Let's grub down so that we can call it a night, so we can work on our time management tonight. It starts tonight. We can go upstairs, we can grub down, we can use just enough time to fill our bellies, not our buddies, to fill our bellies, then to get back down here as quickly as we can, catch some dubs, you know what I mean, and then call it a night. So I guess let's let this time management start now. Let's go grub down. I hope to see y'all when we go to catch these dubs. And until then, good night, folks. And BillyGoat freaking loves you.